Hello everyone, my name is Olivia and welcome to a new chit chat type of video. I am going to be organizing, dusting, cleaning up my room, and I thought why not film a video and talk about a couple of topics that have been on my mind as I do my reorganizing, because I know that a ton of people love organization videos. I personally love watching them. So here is a nice chit chat type of video, which is actually being sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community offering classes on a world of topics like film, photography, creative writing, productivity, and so much more for those looking to develop some skills or try something new. I have recently taken a couple of classes online already. One of them is on minimalism and another one is on self-care. The minimalism has really helped me look at my room and the problem areas that I want to fix up and declutter. And if you're interested in joining Skillshare for yourself, the first 1,000 of you to click the link in my description will get 2 free months of Skillshare to try out for yourself. New classes are always being added to the site, and if you want to continue your membership after this free trial, you can get Skillshare for only $10 a month. So let's get started with my clean my room video while I chat about random topics. It's not that messy. I'm a generally clean person. Like, what I consider messy is probably very neat for other people, but like, I still need to clean up my room. People still need to clean their room, even if they're very organized. So the first thing that I want to tackle is something relatively small, and it's just cleaning up my dresser, dusting everything on the dresser, putting things away in the rightful place, etc. Like I said before, I have been watching videos on Skillshare, and one of them was on minimalism, and I do kind of consider myself a minimalist in terms of the fact that I don't really buy a lot of stuff. And I don't really have a lot of stuff in my room. Like, yes, I have a lot of knickknacks that I can get rid of in the future once they don't bring me joy. But while I was watching that video, I was listening to the instructor say that you should find trouble spots in your house and in your room that make you feel anxious, that you feel like you can clean up and tidy up. And I was looking at my room and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't really have that. I'm very content with my room, minus the fact that I do need to dust it and I do need to just organize things a little bit, but I am pretty content with my room, thankfully. Like, there certainly are things that I can get rid of and I can tidy up, but I feel like my room is decently organized. And I am cleaning everything with a microfiber towel because I used to use like wipies to clean up the dust because the wipies pick up the dust. But I feel like that was very wasteful and I don't want to waste as many wipies as possible, so I've been using a microfiber cloth. So I just have to put the scrunchie away and this little section of my room is going to be organized. Don't mind me just crossing over. So the next area that I'm going to clean up is my desk area, which needs a little bit of reorganization and dusting as well. Along with these shelves, I also have to dust. Another thing that has been on my mind for a while recently is the fact that I haven't read any like 5-star reads this year. I haven't picked up any books that have instantly become a favorite of mine, which kind of worries me. Like, am I falling out of love with stories? Am I just not as invested in stories as I once was years ago? I don't really know the answer to it, and I was making a list to tell you about. Like, I think like 2 5-star reads that I've read this year, but I wouldn't necessarily call them absolute favorite books that I will highly recommend to every single person that I still think about on a daily basis. I very much enjoyed those books, but they weren't absolute favorites, but they were worthy of 5 stars. And those 2 books were Where the Crawdads Sing and Anna Kay. I very much enjoyed both of those books and I like highly recommend it to people, but I wouldn't say that they're like absolute favorites of mine. I wouldn't say that they're on my favorites list. Along with the fact that I read King of Crows, which is the last book in the Diviners series. I Really enjoyed that, but I gave it 4 stars. It could have been better. It's just the way that it was like wrapped up was a little bit too cleanly. If we're having 3 books of build up with tension, it just felt like it wrapped up too quickly. And the same goes for Chain of Gold as well, which is the first book in the Last Hours series that Cassandra Clare just recently released. I very much enjoyed it, but I also had a lot of issues with it, so it wasn't an absolute favorite like usually all of Cassandra Clare's books are for me. So I'm starting to wonder if it's just I'm picking the wrong books, or if I'm just like not absolutely loving books as much as I used to. I don't think that's the case. I feel like that's a very extreme thing to say, that I'm falling out of love with books. I don't think I am. I just think I'm picking the wrong books. I have like never cleaned these lights before, so they're like super dusty. So the fact that I haven't found a new favorite book this year prompted me to ask people on Instagram if they have any recent favorites that they would highly recommend. And I got a lot of recommendations, but like I said before, like none of them absolutely gripped me or interested me in terms of the premise. And I think I might just be in a really big book slump. Like I'm still reading books, but I'm also just not absolutely enjoying all of them. Again, like I've been saying, I'm probably just picking the wrong books. And I'm going to be putting these notebooks in their rightful spot. So basically, what I'm trying to get at is I'm asking you for your recent 2020 5-star reads, the books that you have absolutely fallen in love with, the books that you like can't get out of your mind, the books that I wished I had read at the beginning of the year, because it's already May and I can't think of a favorite book that I read this year because nothing has really gripped me, and that's really annoying. I wish I was reading books that were absolutely gripping me, because now is the perfect time to start those types of books. So I would love to get your recommendations, even if they aren't your favorite books of 2020, maybe they were favorite books from last year. Just let me know, because I would love to pick up some really good books. And I guess I should tell you like my favorite genres. I really enjoy historical fiction, I really enjoy contemporaries. Sometimes I enjoy fantasy, but it's very rare. I do not enjoy sci-fi, so like don't even bother like recommending me sci-fi. I don't like it. I just do not vibe with sci-fi. If you have any recommendations, please let me know, because I just need something good to read. Please save me, because I don't even know if I can make a favorite books of 2020 video, because I don't have any favorite books of 2020. While I have not been reading as often as I would like, I have been watching a lot of shows, particularly rewatching some of my favorite shows, because in times of like stress and anxiety, I always want to cling on to something familiar, and I don't really like starting something new, because I like knowing the ending of something when I start it again, because I'm so familiar with the storyline. Some of those shows are Mindhunter, which I showed to my parents because I really wanted to rewatch Mindhunter for like the 4th time. 4th or 5th time actually, and they absolutely loved it. They were like obsessed with it. Every single night they were like, we have to watch Mindhunter, we have to watch another episode, and I'm really glad that they enjoyed it, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be a little bit too dark for them, but they really enjoyed it. And another show that I rewatched as well that I wanted to show to my parents was The Mandalorian, because I really enjoyed The Mandalorian. I had so much fun with it. It's such a wonderful show. I just really enjoyed like the dynamic of it. It feels like classic Star Wars. It's just really fun. So I decided to show that to them. They're not the biggest Star Wars fans, but I also just missed Baby Yoda, so I wanted to see Baby Yoda again. And I think they enjoyed it. I don't think they loved it as much as Mindhunter, but it was also like something selfish. Like while I did want to show them the show, I also just really wanted to watch it for myself. And another show that is finally on Netflix that I am rewatching is Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's one of my favorite shows of all time, and it's finally back on Netflix. I think it was on Netflix before, but I didn't take advantage of it and I didn't rewatch it then, so I'm rewatching it now. It's really fun to go back into that world and laugh at the same jokes and just like really appreciate the character development that all those characters go through. especially Zuko. And it's also really fun because people can rewatch it on like Amazon if they rent it or if they buy it or if they have the DVD, but now it's like a collective experience. People are writing blog posts again about Avatar. People are discussing theories, people are discussing the flaws of it, which ships they shipped back then and now, and it's just so fun to like have that community aspect of Avatar again, because I think the last time I watched it, it was on Amazon Prime, and not a lot of people were rewatching it then, but now that everyone is home and everyone has time to watch Netflix, everyone is watching Avatar, and it's just so fun. I think in April I started watching Gravity Falls for the first time on Disney Plus. Gravity Falls is such a wonderful and intricate show as well. It was so amazing. I can't believe I didn't see it sooner, and I just had so much fun with it. So let me know what you're currently watching, if you're rewatching anything or if you're trying new things. There are a lot of shows that I do want to try out, like Adventure Time, which is on Hulu, or Hollywood on Netflix, or She-Ra on Netflix. There are a lot of things that I do want to try, but I'm just like clinging to the familiar things right now, and I'm really enjoying that as well. I'm so annoyed because I didn't even think of filming like a before and after. So like I have no proof that I'm like cleaning my room, but I swear it's like getting organized and I'm dusting, and it's not like anything substantial. Like I've seen like some big cleanouts that people have done to their room, but mine is like pretty low-key. So I would love to know what shows and books you have been watching. I need as many show recommendations as possible. I haven't been watching a lot of movies. I've said before in a couple of videos that I do want to watch 100 movies this year, but I think I'm only up to 30, and I haven't been watching as many movies as I would like. So I don't know if I'm going to hit that goal, which was like such a tentative goal. It was barely even a goal. It was just like something I was like musing. So I'm not necessarily beat up about it that I probably won't watch 100 movies this year, even though I most definitely have the time to, but it's totally fine. But there are a couple of goals that I have created while at home that I really want to accomplish, and one of them is to fix my sleeping schedule, because I have been going to bed around 12:30 to 1 a.m. every day. And while I'm getting the necessary hours of sleep, it's like the wrong hours of sleep. So I'm hoping to get my sleeping schedule to maybe like 10 p.m. I want to be that person who goes to sleep at a normal time. It's been like a long time struggle because I just am always on my phone before bed, or I just stay up late doing other things. So I really want to focus my time on fixing my sleeping schedule as well. It's going to be like a very hard habit to create, but once I create it, hopefully I can stick to it. So if you have tips on how to fix your sleeping schedule, please let me know, because that is just like something that's so easily fixable, but I just haven't put the time into managing it. This is where I'm going to leave off the video because I've spoken enough. My voice is dry because I haven't filmed a video in so long. So I hope you enjoyed this chit-chat type of video. Let me know of any of the things that I spoke about. If you have any recommendations, any tips for sleeping schedules, anything, just put them down below and I'll be sure to reply to you and we can chat. Also be sure to follow me on my Instagram at Stories for Coffee if you want to see what I'm getting up to on the day-to-day basis, and you can also see what I'm currently reading because I haven't really finished a book in a while. So it's like, am I currently reading it, or am I just currently holding the book in my lap and taking a photo of it? But if you want to see more of these chit-chat types of videos, please let me know what topics you would like to see, along with the certain activities that you would like me to do, like cleaning my room, painting my nails, etc. Please let me know, because I would love to film more of these in the future, because I really enjoy talking about random topics. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!